Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, but first, Shedeur final preseason game. He was 3 of 6, 14 yards, 41 yards, lost on 5 sacks. I know you watched this game as I did. I want to hear what you have to say first.
Well, first of all, listen, Shedeur Sanders didn't play bad. Chat, those that follow me on Twitter, you happy? There it is. He didn't play well. He didn't play well. He played bad. Huh? Obviously, he stunk it up. But let me clarify why he stunk it up.
Offer some insight.
Let me give you a little insight. So he comes in the third quarter. Am I correct, Unc? It was the third quarter. About then. Okay, boom. So the players that are playing in the third quarter, excuse me if I'm wrong. You can do your homework. Will those players make the 53-man roster, Unc?
A lot of them will not.
A lot of them will not make
Most
the 53-man roster.
Will not.
Exactly. So again, I'm all for quarterback competition. But if you're going to put him in a situation that is not advantageous to him and competing at a high level, boom, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance with the play calling. You know you have an offensive line that isn't playing that well. So what do? Why not just play the short game so he can get the ball out of his hands very fast to run a competent goddamn offense? Purposely running plays that are 10, 12, 15-yard routes, knowing damn well the goddamn offensive line is not going to be able to hold up, is ridiculous. It's clear. I played football for a very long time. I played in the NFL at a very high level for a very, very long time. I understand in a situation like that, when it comes to the 3s and 4s that you're playing with that aren't going to be on the squad and not going to make the team, give your quarterback a chance. Okay, you know what? You know they can't hold up that long? Let's play quick game. Let's play quick game just to get Shedeur in the goddamn rhythm. But no, you come out calling regular offensive plays that are very long, damn near play action if he was under center, knowing they take a while to develop, knowing good and goddamn well the O-line and the people you have out there right now are not going to be able to hold up. Outside of that, Shedeur has to be better in understanding that the offensive line that you're working with right now is not adequate. Get the ball out your hands. Get the ball out your hand. But he's holding the ball for one reason. He's holding the ball because the goddamn players aren't open. He's waiting for things to develop, which is why he's holding the ball and trying to make something happen by holding on to it, by scrambling, moving, obviously running out of area, running out of real estate, and being sacked. I'm not sure what game you guys are watching. Again, I state, Shedeur did play bad. He did. But why he played bad is clear as day if you understand the game of football and what he had to work with. Kevin Stefanski not letting Shedeur come back in the game to finish the 2-minute drill. Oh, I've never seen that before. I've never in my life ever have seen anything like that before. What are we doing? What are we doing? No disrespect to Snoop Huntley. Snoop is probably not going to be on the team. He's probably not going to be on the team. So I'm not sure what you were waiting to look. Snoop was on the team simply because quarterbacks were injured. So they brought in the extra body. Why not allow the players that are competing for a job, in this instance, Shedeur Sanders, to finish off the 2-minute drill?
Agreed.
Why? What are we doing? Who makes that call? He makes that call. Why? Because I want the last thing people to see. I want the last thing for people to remember is the mistakes and the sacks that happened and not give him a chance to redeem himself. Because I think probably what would have happened, okay, we can't have Shedeur come in here and finish this 2-minute drive and go down and get a touchdown. We don't want that. So we're going to leave him on the sideline. So it leaves a bad taste in those mouths. So now there's nothing that they can say. There's nothing that they can say because now you got a small sample size of him playing with people that are probably not going to be on the team, and their bio on Twitter going to say, former. Man, come on, man. But okay, I can't wait to hear your piece. And in chat, for those of you who are listening and watching, I'm not making any excuses for him. He played bad. He played bad. But I can tell you why he played bad. I mean, if you know the game of football and understand the game of football, understand that those that are in there with him during that time, I'm not going to be on the team. Go ahead, man.
I agree with everything you said. He did play bad. And you and I, we come out here and we talk 4 or 5 nights a week, sometimes 6 nights a week. We've gone 6 straight nights. We've gone 9 straight days before. And what we do, we tell it like it is. T-I-S. Like my grandma say, boy, tell it like it T-I-S is. We tell it like it is. Shedeur did not play well today. He played awful. Everything that you said is true. Shedeur, you know this offensive line is not competent enough to give you protection. And I understand it says, Ocho, I'm in competition. I saw what Dylan Gabriel did with the guys that's probably going to be on the team. I'm trying to match that. But what happened is that they didn't give him the necessary pieces in order to match this. If you want me to fight, if you want me to win a war, give me the weapons. You can't expect me to win a modern war with muskets and cannons. They use drones now. They use stuff with precision, pinpoint accuracy. So you're expecting me to win a modern game and you're giving me old time. That won't work. So Shedeur has to do a better job of getting the ball out of his hands. Ocho, he has some time. It's okay. Coach, hey, that ain't my game. That's Lamar Jackson. That's Josh Allen. That's Jalen Hurts. That's their game. Buying time like that. Shedeur has in a pocket. He can move side to side, but he doesn't have that ability, that escapability, like these other quarterbacks, like the board mentioned. I don't understand why you would let Snoop Huntley take the 2-minute. Unless he's going to be one of the 4 quarterbacks that's going to be on your roster, you give that to Shedeur. I agree with what you said because you said, look, we've seen guys play bad, be great in the 2-minute drill, and you forget they played bad the entirety of the game. I don't know what's inside Kevin Stefanski's head. Maybe he's like, hey, I wanted Snoop, we're gonna end up releasing him, and we wanted him to go. Look, Snoop Huntley's been in the league 4 or 5 years. He started several games for the Ravens when Lamar Jackson was hurt. Hell, he started a postseason game. So this notion that's you doing him some type of favor when the man has been in the league 4 or 5 years, he started 6, 7 games in his career. He started a postseason game. It's just disingenuous. Yeah. With all that being said, I agree the offensive line wasn't very good. And the one thing that a coach used to always tell me, he said, son, don't make a bad play worse. You see your offensive line break down, Shedeur, don't make a bad play worse. Don't run around and lose 5. Don't lose 10. He got sacked 5 times, lost 41 yards. Fumble the ball. Come on. You got to be better than that. And I understand when you're in competition, Ocho, I'm trying to compete. So I'm going to scratch, claw, and do whatever I think is necessary that's going to help me put me in an advantageous situation so I can compete, so I can win. But I don't get what they did, why they did it. Some things is not for some things is offered without explanation. Some things you and I can't explain, even though with the 30 plus years between us of NFL experience and a number of Pro Bowls and all pros, both of us are in our team's respective ring of fame. Some things we just can't answer because we are not in Kevin Stefanski's heads. We don't here it is, Ocho. Here's Kevin Stefanski not letting Shedeur run the 2-minute drill at the end of the game with the Browns. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Kevin, it was obviously a bit of a rough second half for Shedeur and the Browns and the entire Browns offense. But why didn't you keep him in for the 2-minute drill? Why did you decide to put Tyler in?
Yeah, obviously we didn't play great as an offense in the second half. That's never on one person. So we can be we can be better in a bunch of areas. And just felt like we wanted to give Snoop a last drive.
Did Shedeur have something wrong with him after the game?
Yeah, he's good.
He walked up to you after taking his walk down to the pylon, and then he walked back up to you on the sidelines before Snoop went in, and he said something to you. You shook your head. I mean, was he trying to get back?
He's a competitive kid. The plan was to go with Snoop there, so but I wouldn't make any more of it than that.
Yeah, he's like, Coach, let me get this last one. Give me an opportunity. Nah, we good. We're gonna take a look at Snoop.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Listen, a blind man can see that. A blind man can see that. Again, for those of you in the chat, listen, I'm not taking it for him. I'm going to say it again. And I reiterate it. Shedeur Sanders played bad. Based on the circumstances, in the situation he was put in, and the weapons around him, and the offensive line that he had to deal with, that probably won't be on the 53-man roster, that's exactly what you would look like. You could have put Tom Brady out there with that offensive line. He would have looked the exact same way. You could have put Patrick Mahomes out there with that offensive line in that third quarter, the second half. He would have looked the exact same way. Kevin Stefanski saying we didn't play well in the second half. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
You didn't call plays well in the second half. This is what Derek Carr had to say. I need to understand why we don't get to see Shedeur run this 2-minute drill. Why wouldn't you want to see your young quarterback operate in this situation, get him more reps for the future? I didn't see the whole game, so maybe he already showed enough. Help me understand this. Jerome Aiden, so Kevin Stefanski gives Dylan Gabriel easy short throws with max protection, and then give Shedeur bulljive plays with an O-line that looked like they just ate a gang of little Debbies. F you, Browns. Trade Shedeur.
Did you hear the key word? As soon as I stated that he played well, and the first thing I said, what you just read, he gave Dylan Gabriel short throws to get himself in rhythm to get the ball out of his hands. And then in the second half, the play calls were much longer routes that took time to develop, and they know good and well that the offensive line wouldn't be able to hold up. The only reason a quarterback holds on to the ball, sometimes it's coverage sacks, sometimes it's waiting for receivers to get downfield for routes to develop. And they know good and well, good and well, it wasn't going to work. You have an NFL quarterback, an experienced quarterback that's pointing it out. Exactly what I said. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know Derek Carr tweeted that. I didn't even know. But I'm just sitting here watching. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing as a coach, as a head coach, as a coaching staff? I mean, if it's a quarterback competition, put the players in advantageous situations and give them a chance to succeed. It's simple. It's something like you would do on Sunday when Joe Flacco goes out there week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to put him in positions to succeed every quarter, every down. It's just the way the game is played. You play to win the game. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Mike Hill, I hope Shedeur will eventually end up on a good roster with a coach who wants and believes in him. It's so obvious this league and even the Browns, in a sense, have been trying to send a message to him since the draft, and it's downright disgusting. Like I said, I co-sign. I agree with everything that you said. The play was not adequate enough, and Shedeur has to get to a point in time, and that's always been his knock. We said this when he was in college. He holds on to the ball too long. You're not going to make every play. The sooner he gets that in his head, the sooner he comes to that realization, the better off he's going to be. Do not make a bad play worse. Ocho, the worst thing you could do, Ocho, if I run the wrong route, is drop the ball when he throw it to me. Damn, son, at least you can do is catch it. You done effed up the play. You're someplace you're not supposed to be. Son, if you jump offside, son, just go. Just go ahead. Maybe they missed it. But don't make a bad play worse. And you block the wrong guy, and then you end up holding. Well, damn, son. Shedeur, just speed your process up. Yes, the offensive line wasn't adequate. Yes, the receivers. Give him the plays that you gave him against Carolina. Let him get the ball out of his hands. Let in a situation like that, you let the offense, you let the receivers help you. You put the ball in their hands and says, okay, son, go get 4-5 yards after the catch. As opposed to taking a 5-step drop and trying to push the ball down the field. That is my synopsis of what I saw. Hopefully now, Ocho, preseason is over. We can stop having these conversations. Joe Flacco's the starting quarterback. Now we need to stop asking these questions. When are we going to see Shedeur? Because you're not going to see Joe Flacco. Something happens to him. If they keep 4 quarterbacks, it's going to be Joe Flacco. It's going to probably be, I don't know. Hell, the way it look like Dylan Gabriel might be 2
Yeah.
now. Kenny Pickett might be 3.
Hey, and you know what also, I'm not saying it scares me, but it worries me. If they've already made a decision, if their mind is already made up as an organization, as a head coach, has them coming out and saying what he said 2 weeks ago about the pick not being his and Andrew Berry standing by his side and standing by his pick, and for Andrew Berry to have to witness what he saw today, someone that is very intelligent to be in a position of power that he's in, and to witness what he witnessed today. I'm thinking also, if the decision's already been made to release Shedeur or to cut him in any way, shape, form, or fashion, what scares me is him going to another team. And will teams be willing to be able to deal with someone with the last name Sanders that brings the kind of tension to a team that he does, and he's not even a starting quarterback? You understand what I'm saying? Because
I do.
That brings a totally different dynamic to a team where it takes away from whoever the starting quarterback is, being Shedeur now coming in and being on that team. You get where I'm going with it? Now it's that
I do.
That he didn't create, but it just comes with the Sanders last name in general.
That's a lot of oxygen being taken up out the room for a guy that's not playing. That's what you're saying. The Browns general manager, Andrew Berry, told the NFL Network keeping 4 quarterbacks, not much of a decision. We have a room that we like and all the guys in there. We don't really see that as a problem. We more see it as an opportunity. Yeah. Ocho, my thing is, why are you keeping 4 quarterbacks when clearly one of the quarterbacks you don't actually believe in?
Mm-hmm. I know Andrew Berry and Mr. Haslam. I know they be going at it, boy.
Because it's not like there's sentimentality. Sometimes, Ocho, we hold on to things that have sentimental value to us. Oh man, Ocho, I had this thing so long I just can't let it go. You know, but when there's no sentimentality to it, there's no attachment to it. You just drafted a guy. You drafted a guy in the 5th round. Why are you holding on to it? If you believe he was that good, you would have given him a better opportunity to show you what he can do. From what I could deduce and from what I read, I've never read anything or saw anything that Shedeur Sanders took reps with the 1s or the 2s, except when Gabriel got hurt and then they were playing that Friday and he took reps that Wednesday and Thursday. Other than that, prior to that, there was not a situation where I read what Mary Kay Cabot was writing and I read what others had written that I saw that Shedeur Sanders had taken reps with the 1s and 2s. So if he's not taking 1s and 2s, and you would think after what he did in the Carolina game, that's normally what happens, Chad. I'm telling you what normally happens. When a guy, if he's down on the depth chart and he plays good in a preseason game, they normally come in that practice back. He's like, I want to see what the guy can do with the 1s and the 2s. No matter the position, be it quarterback, running back, wide receiver, O-line, D-line, linebacker, cornerback. I'm telling you, that's normally how it works. You're talking to a guy that was in a very similar situation. And y'all say, well, Shannon, you always inserting yourself. I'm inserting myself because I'm telling you, I was in a situation like Shedeur. He was a 5th rounder. I was a 7th rounder. I was like 6th or 7th on the depth chart. So I played good in the preseason game, Ocho. Yeah. Guess what? Next thing I know, at the time I was 81 sharp. Cool with the backup quarterback, and he called me Greasy. He said, Greasy, they put you with the 1s and the 2s today. So hey, make sure you're ready. You need to know anything, ask me. I don't know why, but 7 and Coob always took a liking to me. They always took a liking to me. Coob would come into the game and practice, Ocho. He was like, Greasy, you know what you got? I said, nah, not really. He said, you got X, Y, blah, blah, blah. No, yeah, I'm telling you, just like this. He said, Greasy, look, it's going to be cover 2. Take the hold. Greasy, it's going to be single high safety. Run the 7. It's going to be this. Hook it up, 15 yards, hook it up. Show me your letters. I'm going to get you the ball. Hey, let's go make some money today. He was always like that in my ear. So it gave me confidence that damn, this man, I'm a rookie and he helping me. He's working with me. 7 with the exact same way. But once I played good in the game with him, guess what? Now I come back on Monday, Ocho. I'm with the 2s. I didn't get into the 4th quarter. Because they want to see what you can do with the starters. Okay, if he did this with some backups, let's see if we put him with the 1 and 2s. Let's see if he can do that again. Maybe it was because he's going against guys that's not going to be there, but let's see if he can compete against guys that we know are going to be there on Sunday. So this is a very similar situation with Shedeur. I would have thought, you would have thought, because we had this conversation, Ocho, he gonna get some reps now with 1 and 2s.
So we thought, based on our experience and what happens when you play well. But listen, outside of that, Joe Flacco, that boy looked good. He looked good. Dylan Gabriel came in. God damn, Dylan Gabriel looked good. Very efficient. Passes coming out, everything sharp, went down, touchdown. And then, obviously 12 didn't play good today. He didn't. And I've said it over and over for those in the chat. I know we have our Shedeur haters who don't like him. He didn't play well. Can you hear me? But in most of those that are hating too, Unc, they don't watch football. They don't understand football. They don't understand the ins and outs and what makes
the intricacies of football.
They don't know.
That you and I that played the game understand the nuances.
Listen, we see it. We see it clear as day. But they just on it. Oh, he played bad. He's ass. He sucked. He's a 5th rounder. He's not that good. Well, of course, yes, based on what you saw today, but we're trying to tell you why it looked that way. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. They made their decision. They have to lie in the bed with it. So listen, I'm happy for him.
This is why I watch the game with no sound. I don't want someone to contaminate my mind and I regurgitate what somebody else said. Also, the reason why I watch, fans are only interested in the end result. I'm trying to figure out why we got said result. It's not good enough that they scored a touchdown. I need to know why. Let me see the formation. Let me see what the guy did. Let me see the defensive coverage. Was it just a great route? Did he just beat? Sometimes, Ocho, you just beat the guy. And that's okay. You get paid, he gets paid. Sometimes Ocho just gonna win because Ocho was just the better player. Sometimes the defensive back is gonna win. He wins some, you win more than you lose. Right. Sometimes, who blew the assignment? Was it the safety? Was he getting greedy, paying attention to the tight end on the over when he should have been deep middle? What did the corner? Why did he not shovel the receiver down inside and sink? Why was he still so far? Why was he so close up when there's nothing to threaten the flat? I'm analyzing all of that. It's just not good enough for me to know that they scored. I'm trying to see why they scored. And then I'm going to tell you, based on my experience, having played the game, having studied the game, this is what I think happened. So Ocho and I, what we're trying to do, we're not making excuses for Shedeur. Shedeur has to do a better job of not making a bad situation worse.
Hey, Unc, I was so confused tonight too, Unc. Let me tell you something. I really do this. And I watched the game for a long time, so I thought maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping based on what I'm seeing, and maybe I'm not seeing it correctly. Hell, I picked up the phone. I called TJ. I call Hoosh, and I'm like, Hoosh, am I tripping, or did I see what I thought I just saw when 12 went in the game? He's like, yeah. You could tell that was a bunch of, TJ don't care. He just go off. TJ went off the rock on the phone. Yeah. Why would you put him in that situation? I said, okay, I just want to, if I heard it from you and I know how you know how TJ, he gonna tell it like it is. He don't care. Mm-hmm. And I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping. I just want to make sure I wasn't. But from hearing from another mouth that actually played the goddamn game, the receiver position, that also knows the game extremely well, all the intricacies that come with it. Okay, boom. I know I wasn't tripping.
Ocho, Shiloh Sanders was ejected after throwing a punch at Bills tight end, Zach Davison. Should he have been ejected?
Oh, yeah. You can't do that. You got to be able to control yourself, especially in that moment. I know the tight end, they was locked up a little bit. He was probably trying to roughhouse him a little bit, but you have to be able to control yourself. You got to be able to control your emotions, especially in moments like that, especially in a game. So, you have no choice. If you throw a punch, if anything, if your arm extends and it touches the other individual, you going out the game every time.
Ocho, he in the open
Yeah.
field. That's not like an offensive and defensive lineman, Ocho. You in the pile and can't nobody see you trying to hit the guy. Ocho, the back judge or the side judge, he was standing right there.
They're right there. You know, sometimes you got players that'll provoke you. Sometimes they're always going to see the person that swings last. They'll never see who initiated, but they're going to always see the person who swings last. So you got to be able to.
I ain't trying to get you back in front of the ref. I'm gonna try to get you back when you ain't thinking about it. Cause if I do something then you brace it, all you gonna do is turn to the ref. You see ref? He did the A start. Hey, ref, you see what 84 did? You see what he did? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you back. It's gonna look like a play. I'm gonna get your ass back, or I'm gonna get your teammate.
Somebody gonna get it.
Somebody gonna get got. They got your color uniform on. He ain't had nothing to do with it, but that's your teammate. Hey, y'all know how it is. Hey, I'm gonna get you with somebody that's related to you. But I agree with you, Ocho. Shiloh knows better. Shiloh knows he can't do a situation like that, bro. You can't hurt. He got on a helmet. So let's just say for the sake of it, you hit him. Okay, you hit him in the head. Oh, what happened? You break your hand. You gonna get a penalty. In this situation, you got tossed. Now, even if you do rate the wrong, you do know when you get thrown out of game, Ocho, you know that's like $30,000. So let's just say for the sake of argument, how much is an ejection in a football game? It's like $25,000-$30,000.
Not that much.
The hell you say?
My goddamn celebrations were $25,000-$30,000. I know they ain't.
But you stayed in the game. Your celebration didn't call you to get tossed out of a game.
Yeah, I'm curious.
How much is an ejection?
Especially a first time offense too. They're gonna take all that into account.
Actually, like $32,000.
They're gonna let him appeal that. They're gonna let him appeal that.
They're gonna let you appeal it.
First time offense too. They're gonna be like,
who you appealing it to?
Merton Hanks.
So let me ask you a question.
Is Merton Hanks still? Merton Hanks?
Nah, I think it's Brooks, Derek Brooks, James Thrash, and John Runyon. So Brooks and Thrash, and then Runyon is over.
James Thrash? Oh, goddamn James Thrash. What? Hey, wait, Derek Brooks, you talk about?
He threw a punch. Yeah. 40 for fighting, Ocho.
Hey, hold on. You said Derek Brooks. You talk about double nickel?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Man, they're going to take care of him.
I mean, Brooks and Trash, they're very friendly, but some things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Ooh, physical contact with an official is $40,000. A second offense is $81,000. Verbal or non-physical offense against the official. So if you cursing or something, that's $32,000. Next one. Ooh. Fighting. $40,000 for the first offense. $40,686. A second offense is $81,000.
Woo.
So unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, I don't. You know what? Maybe they label it unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, they see.
But what did they call it during the game? What did they say during the game? Because if you throw a ball into the stands, that's $8,100, Ocho.
What you play?
Uniform.
Be throwing the ball in the stands still.
I know. I ain't throw one. Chin strap, shoulder pass, thigh, knee pass. That's $57. That's $5,800. Unapproved visor or tent, lack of brand marks, $5,700. Personal messages, about $11,500.
Damn.
Gang signs, ooh.
Gang sign.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's all I got for you, Ocho.
Hey, wait. Hey, that's a gang sign too.
Hey, that's all I got. That's all I got for you. But I just say, look, the emotions got the best of him. You know, you fighting for a roster spot. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what happened. I just, saw the still shots of it. Like, so I don't know if he did this or he did that.
Tight end blocking him all the way down the field. It seemed like he, obviously tight end came off, got up on the safety, and he trying to drive him back, and I'm assuming.
Oh, he tried to dump him. He tried to dump him. Yeah,
that's all. Little rough house.
And we find out what they call it in the game. And you just got to be smart in a situation like that because you are fighting for a position. You don't want to do anything that costs you position, but hey, I trust me. Sometimes when emotion is high, logic is low. We've all done things that like we look back at like, but man, why the hell I do that? Why? And Shedeur probably like as he's walking to the tunnel, like everybody, Shiloh, everybody's gonna get got. If you play long enough, somebody gonna get you with a block, somebody gonna pancake you, somebody gonna route your ass up. You gonna get got. It's like being in the NBA. You gonna get dunked on. You play long enough, you gonna get dunked on. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You going to get got. Offensive lineman gonna get beat. He gonna get run over. Defensive lineman gonna get blocked. He gonna get pancaked. Quarterback gonna get hit. All that's going to happen because it's the game of football. And those guys are really good that you're going against. They're really good. I know you're really good also, but they're really good. And somebody that's really good can make somebody else that's really good look bad. I don't think people realize. People just think that, oh, he's such and such. He's supposed to win all the time. No, hell, you not. No. Even Barry Bonds, he didn't strike out often, but he did strike out. Tony Gwynn didn't strike out often, but he did strike out. He did get nobody hit 500, hit 600, 700. So obviously, but I ain't really never got that mad, Ocho. Not in the game. I mean, somebody done some dirty stuff? Yeah. And I got their ass back.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Only time I was about to fight, I went out for the beat Ray's ass. That's it. You heard me?
You gonna beat Ray up?
I'm finna beat Ray all up and down M&T Bank Stadium. He lucky Ed Reed grabbed me, boy. I was feeling good that day too.
Oh, you feeling good?
I was feeling good. But he ain't even know. Ray ain't even know. Like he hit me right.
Okay. Go ahead. What'd you say, Ocho?
Ray hit me. I went for the slant. It was too high.
I know. I saw it.
And listen, my helmet went flying. So once I got my helmet, and I was getting ready to walk up on him, and he didn't know I was going to hit him in the stomach. So when you hit somebody in the stomach, the first thing they do is they bend down.
And then you'll catch him with an
uppercut. Yeah, and so. I mean, listen, I'll tell you, boy, I would have that 52 would have been 25 when I was done with Ray that day, boy.
I don't think you had all your bearings. I think you was about to be the headless football player because I thought your head was in that helmet.
It was. He was gonna get this work though. Hey, that's one of the things I miss though. Like I know I play around a lot. I make a lot of jokes. I'm always laughing and stuff.
What you miss?
Being able to compete, not against just anybody. I'm talking about being able to compete against those Steeler teams with Ike Taylor and James Harrison and Larry Foote and Joey Porter and oh man.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say you miss getting hit.
I don't mind that either. And listen, I was like Gumby, Unc. I ain't caring about that getting hit. I got up from every single hit except one. 11 years, one hit, I didn't get up. That was it. So,
when you pop up fast, they know they got you.
Now, I pop up fast talking trash, though, every time. It was some good days, man. I miss playing them Ravens, man, them defenses, man. Dog, that was such a joy. Such a joy, because you had no choice but to show up, huh? There's no weakness. There was no weakness nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah.
D-line.
Division games are always tough.
Second level was good. Secondary was good. And here go my crazy. I'm talking trash all week long to take all the pressure off of everybody else on our team. So all the pressure was on me. Now all y'all got to do is just go out there and just do your job.
Nah, because they cheap shotting everybody. Man, why you cheap? Man, because tell Sharp to say shut up. Okay. Man, Sharp, leave him alone. You ain't got to block him. Well, you need to block better.
Yeah, I enjoyed it that way, man. I don't know why, man.
I know. Look, you know what? I bet you Time called him from the. I bet you Time called Shiloh in the locker room.
Of course, man. What is you doing, boy?
That's exactly what.
Come on, now.
What you doing? Really, son? You think so? Let me ask you a question. You hit him. You think you hurt him? You think there was a greater chance you hurt your own self, or you could hurt him? You hurt your own self, your own team, or you hurt him or his team. Because that's how you know. I don't know if he ain't really Time ain't really no yeller. He's more of a talker and a stern and a stern way to get his point across. Me, I'm like, bro, what? Come on, what are you doing? Really? You thought that was your answer? The man done drove you like a Winnebago. So now you mad because you couldn't get him up off you. You take a swipe at him.
Oh man.
Hey, Shiloh, you gonna get the weight room, bro. Them guys big, them tight ends. Hey, I was just strong, but I wasn't, I was 228. Them guys now, them tight ends now, they 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260. Hey, you got to drop anger on them, Shiloh. Get up off me. The hell you think you see?
And Prime got to be careful because Shiloh will hit him back. Well, you was the same one out there fighting with Andre Rison. So how you sitting here telling me about throwing punches? You was out there.
Man, Time. I remember that. Like, he tried to show out front in my house. You can't come to my house.
They were going at it, boy. But they were going at it.
I think Dre forgot that Time was left-handed. he was looking for the right, and Time would kill him with the left. I think that's what happened. See, that's what gets you, Ocho, because you think most of the time, and I think most people are right-handed. Right. What's the percentage of right-handed people? It ain't no 50-50 like a coin flip. It's got to be like 70-30, righty to lefty. And so you automatically assume somebody right-handed. And so you looking for that right, and he just got this upside your head with got.
Yeah. Them boy were going.
And see, the thing was, Time was smart. See, Time and when punching me, Time ain't want to break his hand.
Open.
Time was open-handed it. But I think Shiloh learned. I mean, hey, you're like, hey, hopefully he makes the squad and he can get this, because this thing, if you on the practice squad, Ocho, you ain't making $40,000 a week. They're gonna take your first 3 weeks going to the NFL.
You're gonna be all right.
The headlines: the Buccaneers informed rookie Shiloh Sanders today that he's being waived. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, Robert Bailey, a former teammate of mine with the Ravens, added, "We're hoping he'd get claimed off waivers." Ocho, where do you think Shiloh will land?
You know what? I'm not sure where he will land. There's some teams out there that could use some depth, especially at the safety position. I'm not sure what the Bengals look like in the secondary. I think Steelers can add. The Saints can add to their secondary as well. He's going to get claimed. Where he gets claimed, I'm not sure where that will be yet. Listen, for one, he has awesome representation in Robert Bailey and Drew Rosenhaus. Obviously, they represented me while I was playing, during my tenure. So he will get picked up. Where he gets picked up, I'm not sure, but he has the right person in his corner to make sure he gets another opportunity to play the game that he loves.
Sometimes your last name can be a blessing and a curse. It's not normal that free agents have breaking news that they're being released. He's an undrafted free agent. And because his name is Sanders, the blessing and the curse, people say, well, Shannon, he only got an opportunity because his last name is Sanders. Maybe you can recall the last time an undrafted free agent, it was breaking news that he was getting released, getting waived, whatever the case may be. Go ahead, Ocho.
Anytime it's a rookie, especially an undrafted rookie, the only time they make the news, Unc, is when they get in trouble.
Right.
Is there an arrest of some sort? Anything coming out of college where they've gotten in trouble? But that's pretty much it. Because of the last name is why it's breaking news. And it's like you say, Unc, it's a gift and a curse.
Yep. And I just, hey, you sit back and you reflect and you're like, okay, it didn't work out here. Maybe somebody gives me an opportunity. It works out somewhere else. You don't know. This is the first time that Shiloh's been told he's not good enough. I mean, he's been a phenomenal player. Obviously, he got his first start with the University of South Carolina. He got a D1 scholarship. His father gets the job at Jackson State. He goes and joins his father and his brother at Jackson. And then when his dad gets the head coaching job at CU, he follows. The two sons follow their dad there. This is the very first time, and it's really hard because think about it, Ocho. He's 20. I think he's 24, 25.
Yeah.
And for the first time in 24, 25 years, somebody has told you you're not good enough. Now, it's one thing if, you get cut from your high school team, you get cut from your junior varsity team or something like that. He's 25. But think about it. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for the first time in your life, you're in your mid-20s.
Yeah. Before
someone ever utters to you, you're not good enough. Forget it be a sport. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's something. But to be told you're not good enough because your whole life you've dreamed about being an NFL player or your whole your dream job, whatever the case that may be, you dreamed about holding this dream job. And then all of a sudden they're like, you're not good enough. Per Yahoo Sports, we're told that Buccaneers enjoyed having Shiloh in the building, viewing the son of Deion Sanders as a good kid who's at all times respectful to everyone. Shiloh could, in theory, sign with the Bucs practice squad after clearing waivers. The bigger question is whether he's good enough to compete and play at an NFL level. That's always the case. That's what you weigh, Ocho, because if you bring somebody back on the practice squad, you're saying – with a year under our belt, under his belt, in our system,
developing,
we think he can develop into a player that could play for us.
Yes,
get offense, defense, and maybe he's just a backup. Maybe, they pay backups just in case people didn't know. They do pay backups in the NFL, and he can be a special teams player, punt return, kickoff return. Maybe he could be whatever the case may be. Now, that's what the Bucs organization, that's what they have to weigh. Todd Bowles and that staff. I forget the general manager. I just was reading something the other day about the general manager because he was talking about, what's the linebacker they let go? He was LSU. They ended up letting him go, and he goes to Philly. Now he's found a home. I think he's at the Texans, or maybe the Raiders, or whatever the case may be. But I just saw his name. That's what you have to. That's what you're up against. You got 16 spots, so that's a lot of people that you can bring in. All those 16 players, Ocho, basically we're saying that we believe with another year in our systems, offense or defense, we think down the line, he just needs a little bit more time to develop. Yeah. We think this kid might turn into a pretty good player for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's take another look at him. Let's get a bird's eye view. Let's stay with him for a year, and let's see what kind of player he turns into. So hopefully that's something. If he doesn't get claimed off waivers, hopefully he gets an opportunity. Either it's the Bucs or someone gives him an opportunity because maybe he just needs another year to develop into an NFL player. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it isn't. Everybody, that particular dream, everybody doesn't get to realize it, Ocho.
Yeah.
But you know what? My brother had a very interesting take on a dream. He said, you know what a dream is, Ocho? A dream that comes true? He said it's a gift to yourself. A dream is a gift to yourself. I had very similar dreams. I need to play in the NFL.
Got to.
There are no other options. I didn't have a plan B. I got my degree, but my plan A, B, C, all the way through Z was go play in the NFL. And my determining factor was to get my family out of the situation. Now, my brother gave us a head start, but that wasn't good enough for me. He did it. I never thought there was nothing that my brother ever did that I didn't think I could do. Not one thing. He went to college. Man, I know I can go to college even though I wasn't the student that he was. Yeah. He applied himself. I never applied myself. I was, hey, I got this God-given ability. I'm extremely talented. That'll get me by. I think it's amazing when I see kids that come from lineage like a Time, like a Clay Matthews Sr., like a Bruce Matthews son, Peyton Manning. When your father has something and you still have a burning desire to get it for yourself, that's very impressive to me. Coming from our situations, Ocho, it's easy to be motivated.
Oh, yeah.
Being hungry, being hot, being cold, it's easy. Being rained on, it's easy to develop motivation. But what happens when you have none of those extenuating circumstances?
Yeah, you got to want it. You got to want it. You got to be self-motivated too. And you got to understand when you have fathers that played in the NFL that were very, very good, not just, your regularly average players, then also as a child, having to live up to that height, having to live up to the comparison of your father. You're not being as good as your father just yet, maybe, but sometime the pressures of having to live up to in the shadow of a father that was extremely good at his craft it can be demoralizing at times.
Yes.
Not focused and locked in. I mean, a great example of one of the players who was able to do it, T.O., Terrell Owens' son. I'm sure he's had to deal with all the outside noise, but having a father like T.O. that's going to make sure you're prepared for all the nonsense that comes with, don't worry about trying to be me. Just be you. Just be best Tariq Owens that you can be. Hell, this past weekend, what did he do? Scored, tribute to Pops, he threw the I'm talking about, dog, that has to be one of the greatest feelings in the world to have a son, to overcome that, or a daughter, whatever respective craft it is that they do or choose to be in, that has to be a dope feeling.
Of course. I think the thing is, Ocho, the biggest thing is are you living in your parents' shadow or are you embracing it?
That's a good one. I would never force my child to do anything they don't want to do, Unc.
No.
I would never force my child to do anything. Listen, I would love it. If you want to play football, so be it. But it's nothing I would ever force you to do.
You know why?
Ever force you to do.
You know why? Because playing football was your dream. You don't know if that's their dream. No. See, a lot of time when people force their kid to do something, they're living vicariously through the child. Now, I'm not saying in all situations because I think everybody wants their child to be successful at his or her chosen path.
Right.
But a lot of times we see the behavior. And kids thinking about now, my son going to the NFL. My son going to be a Major League Baseball player. My son going to be a basketball player. Let a kid be a kid.
Right.
You're not supposed to look at your child as a paycheck. You're not supposed to look at your child as the way out.
That's a good one. Or you're not supposed to live vicariously through your child because you weren't able to achieve the dreams that you want.
Couldn't do it. So now you're going to put that. Hey, hopefully the child embraces and wants to be that, whatever he or she chooses, and then you nudge them along in that direction. This is what you want to do. And my son very early on, he said, Dad, this ain't me. This ain't what I want.
Right. I got a question for you, Unc.
Yes.
I got a question for you. Now that we're talking about that, it's a great topic to talk about. When you think about fathers like Joe Jackson, fathers like Tiger Woods' pops.
Yes.
Serena and Venus' dad, Beyonce's father.
Yes.
Fathers that actually understood early on, this is what you guys need to do to be able to reach success.
You talk about prodigies, though. You talk about what's
but Unc, you got to understand, as fathers, you never know that these prodigies are going to be what they turned out to be. You think Beyonce's dad understood that she would be one of the greatest of all time? I mean, she's just singing in the choir. You young, Joe Jackson. You have talent. You have sons that are talented. You have to put them through the work to actually get to that pinnacle that you envision. So Is that not almost like the same thing? They seeing something that they weren't able to accomplish, and they feel that their child or kids should be able to live out their dream.
But if you go back and think about it, go back and listen to the parent. The kid was excited to get up the next day to go do it again.
Okay.
They never had to force the child to go do it.
Right.
They never like, come on, Tiger, you got to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger was 4 or 5 years old. He already had his bag. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
Beyonce, they never had to drag Beyonce into rehearsals or say, you need to practice.
Right.
She was raring to go. Mike, he's with the Jackson 5. You say, hey, we got a group, nice little group.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and I'm sure, but, and you know, a lot of times, you know, it's hard. Tiger had a very strained relationship with his father because of things that transpired in the household with his mom. Right. We know Mike had a very troubled relationship with his father. He ended up firing his dad as soon as he left the group. I think in '79, fired his dad. All of them ended up firing their dad as their manager.
Right.
So we understand but as a child, you don't understand that, Ocho. You don't understand that your parent, mom or dad is trying to push you in a direction because they see something in you that you don't see yourself.
Yeah.
But the child has to want it because if he or she begrudgingly do it.
Yeah. Listen, when they get old enough to make their own decisions, all the work that you put in, it's gonna go to waste because the child is gonna turn. Now you know what? This ain't what
that ain't what I want. Because we've seen them. Man, I ain't even want to play no more football. Right. I ain't even want to play no more basketball. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I saw somebody and he said 2 things: motivation and discipline. Mm-hmm. When you're not motivated, are you disciplined enough to go do what you need to do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Motivation. Oh yeah, Ocho. I'm motivated. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain when the motivation is not there because you're not going to be motivated every single day, every single time. Mm-hmm. But will you be disciplined? Understanding and realizing what it takes to get to where you ultimately wants to go.
2 more examples.
What's that?
Ball and what he did with the ball.
Yes.
Ball, and Amon-Ra St. Brown's father as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, magic. Great creed magic.
Yeah. But he said, hey, the boys, they wanted to be at the gym.
Yes.
It is easy when someone is motivated and they're disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest person because you look at the greats. Michael Jordan is extremely talented. Mm-hmm. But look at the motivation. Look at the discipline that he had. Look at LeBron. Look at a Kobe. You look at the greats of the greats.
Yes.
Not only are they extremely talented, they're extremely driven individuals. I'm talking about obsessed.
Yeah.
Serena was obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
That's when when 20, 30, 40 years from now, when we talk about some of the best female tennis player, that's why she's always going to be mentioned because she was obsessed with it. Yes, she's ultimately talented. To be able to, for her to be able to move around the court like she could with that powerful forehand.
Yeah.
Federer, he's on clouds, like he's ballet. Mm-hmm. He's Baryshnikov with a racket. But we wish the best for all these guys. But some of these, sadly, is going to come to an end. Some of these guys are not going to get what do we call it, Ocho? Practice squad opportunities. Yeah. Some of these guys, it's over. It's the end of the road. Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel was asked about comment on Jalen Polk's will require season injury shoulder surgery. Let's listen to what Vrabel's response was.
Report today that Jalen Polk will have to have season-ending shoulder surgery. Can you add anything to that?
No. I don't know, other than I'd like to find out where some of these come from. You know, some of these rats around here, so we'll figure that out.
You see, now we see everybody. Who said that? Who said that? They don't just be making this stuff up. I know y'all be trying to name your source, name your source. Jordan. Nah, they don't make that up. So,
right.
Owners, head coaches, general managers, player personnel, position coaches, players. That's how Adam Schefter stay in business. That's how Shams stay in business. The agents, that's how they get that information. Y'all get mad. Y'all get mad. Y'all don't get mad at the people for telling them. Y'all get mad at Schefter and Sean for reporting it.
Oh, the first thing they always say, especially the fans, state your source. Right. State your source. Well, who said it? If they stated their source, they would never be able to get information.
No, you done. So just go ahead and turn your pen and say, hey, ESPN, I'm done. I'm no longer in business of doing that.
Yeah.
You heard what he said. So now, chat, ain't nothing wrong with it. Now you heard what he said. He would like to know who the rat is. So somebody told a reporter, because the reporter stood up there point blank and asked him about season-ending shoulder surgery.
That he should know about. The reporter should know about that.
The mere fact they'd be reporting. Now, I'm not saying that but like when Schefter them be coming 9 times out of 10, Ocho, they got that from somewhere.
Yeah.
They got that from somewhere.
A close source.
Yes. Mm-hmm. People around the league. No, people in the league. Ain't no around no league. They ain't around it. They in it.
Somebody talking.
Sources in the NFL. The league office. That's just the way it works.
Hey, you know what's funny too, Unc? I was reading some comments about some of the stuff we talked about last night with the Shedeur. I'm not going back on the Shedeur thing right now. I'm just saying in general. And some of the comments throughout today of people on my timeline reacting to what we're saying and what ED said, what Eric Dickinson said. And people like, oh, that's impossible. Why would the NFL care? I mean, they come up with all these different solutions, and it goes back to me in people underestimating how powerful the NFL is in general, how they just see it as just a football game, and how they don't understand that the Shield is one that remind people. Let me say this again slowly. The Shield in the NFL is one that will remind people in any way, shape, form, or fashion, nothing will be bigger than our program.
Absolutely.
Nothing will be bigger than our program. And people that they're so blind to it and don't understand the power that those individuals as a whole possess. It's ridiculous. Even when I was playing, hey Joe, let me tell you something, Joe. Even when I was playing, I understood the power that be of the Shield. So I know I can play a little bit.
But not too much.
Joe, I knew I could play around a little bit. Cat, y'all stay with me. But I understood what lines not to cross. I understood the game very early. I understood my time in the NFL, it won't be that long. I have a small window of opportunity to have some fun, to make some money. But there's certain lines that cannot cross because at some point in the long run, I'm going to have to cross that bridge again.
Color in between the lines, Ocho. Color in between the lines.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, listen, Joe, let me tell you something. How well I'm at playing the game, And Joe, I can say to chat, stay with me real quick. Some of the things I have going on right now, all these goddamn jobs and all these goddamn opportunities. There's certain buttons that are being pushed behind closed doors
that you can't see.
That's allowing. Joe, come on, Joe.
Hey.
There's certain buttons being pushed behind closed doors. Man, come on, man.
Hey, no, Ocho. I feel you. I understand.
Don't make me start tonight.
Hey, I understand, man. Listen, it's I understand about the buttons being pushed behind closed doors. There's people working for you and you don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't even know it.
You don't burn no bridges.
You can't.
Everybody talking about do this and do that, and I'd have did this and I'd have did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
you
working.
leave like you came. Man. You came with your dignity. You leave. All that yelling and screaming. Hey, nobody was harmed in the making of that movie. But at the end of the day, there's been speculation that Polk was going to be cut or trade candidate with all 32 teams needing a set 53-man roster by 4 Eastern on August the 26th. Who would benefit from leaking the injury of a player more than the player himself who may not want to leave or traded? Well, you can't trade a player if he's cut. I mean, if he's injured, you have to offer him an injury settlement. So he's straight.
So they can't trade him.
No, you can't cut an injury pay. You have to offer him an injury settlement.
Right. I know you can't do it in basketball. I ain't know how football works.
But we've seen players get injured. I could have swore I saw stuff where players that got injured, they get cut right away, and especially in training camp. I could have swore
they get a settlement.
No? Oh, okay. Well, at least the reports could say a settlement was received that a player was cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get an injury settlement.
Hey, I have a question. Is there a certain amount, a set amount for injury settlement?
I guess however long it's going to. I mean, that's something the agent would we work out. Probably the length of time if it's going for the season. You're like,
right?
No, I want my money.
Wait, maybe $1 million?
It all depends. I think he's like a second-year player, right? He's a second-year player, so it was his $800,000, $1 million. They're like, okay, they probably eat that, Ocho.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's when you get into the situation like a Christian Wilkins, you getting guys making 13, 15, 20. Now it becomes a problem. Yeah. Or Joe, in basketball, Joe, they do what they call a buyout. Okay, I'll give you 85%. I'll give you 90% of your money.
Right. They don't do that in football?
Hell no.
Hold on, they cut you. They say you're about your way.
Yeah, they get you up out of there unless you got like Russ. The Broncos cut Russ. They say okay. They gave Russ all his money. Remember because Ocho the Steelers only
is that normal?
Yeah, but no, not a lot of people have like that big guaranteed money. Yeah, if you got guaranteed money, you don't care. Russ had 38 million, 30-something, 35, 36 million coming from the Broncos. So it wasn't nothing to go to take the 2 million from the Steelers. I got 40 million. I don't care how it's divvied out. I got it coming. But a lot of guys ain't got that guaranteed money. So
that's because, football is a gladiator sport, man.
Yeah.
It's every play could be damn near a career-ending play.
Absolutely.
Hey, Joe. That's why you got to be built like this.
Okay,
out there,
I
Joe.
see you been in the gym, huh?
Like this, it don't matter, what?
You been in the gym? Hey, let me pick a bone with him real quick.
Go ahead,
man. Ocho, I watched that celebrity game, and
Joe.
Hold on.
Hey, I was out there like Rodman, Joe.
Hold on. I didn't expect for you to score 30, but I expected at least a double, 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Hey, Joe. Hey, listen to me, Joe. I really wasn't supposed to say this. I wasn't supposed to say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Hey, Hezzy guy, right?
I seen it.
Hezzy guy had a bet. He had a bet. Stay with me real quick, Joe. He had a bet, right, with Gilly. Gilly was supposed to win MVP again. I say, Hezzy, well, I'm gonna just shoot. I'm gonna just give you the ball. You just go to work and do what you need to do.
Hey, listen.
So,
I seen he was ultra aggressive. I seen that. But
no. Hey, did you see the first? Joe. Soon as he got the ball, what he did?
He had it on his mind. And he had to get it off his chest. But listen, he didn't make every shot.
Yeah.
Ocho. I expect for you probably the most athletic dude out there. I was expecting you to get the rebounds.
Yeah. I probably am. But Joe,
but that's what he got. What he known for? He known for a double single.
Nah.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
Ocho.
Joe, I did what I was supposed to do to make sure my team got my win. I was out there rebounding. I facilitated like magic.
Ocho,
what's up?
You a Johnson, man. You a Johnson, boy. You hear me? Yeah, you supposed to go out there and show up and show out, all right?
I got you. Hey, Joe, next year?
They ain't inviting you back, Ocho. They not inviting you back.
Oh no! They definitely bringing me back. Because you ain't. Hey, listen, you ain't never seen no defense like that. I was out there. Hey, I was like Pat Beverly and
I
and
wish
Bruce
I could have been out there. But anywho,
I don't know, Ocho. Joe said you had a double single. I heard a triple double. I ain't never heard of no double single.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Eric. I did what I was supposed to do. I told you I was like Rodman out there.
The comedian, Rodman?
Hey. No, Rod.
Okay.
No, Rod.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the comedian.
Hey, what's dude that played for the Spurs that was really good at defense? Bruce Bowen, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's how
Alvin Robertson was before him. Alvin Robertson.
He don't know nothing about him.
He was good?
Was he good? He was an outstanding. He got a quadruple double. He was good. His defensive player of the year, hell yeah, he was good.
Hold on. He was like Gary Payton defense, like that kind of good?
Right.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Joe, I know Joe, I let you down. Joe, I got you though. I did. Listen, just one game.
Oh, you coming back next year?
I'm coming back every
Hey,
year.
hold on. Unc and Ocho, y'all see the two teams in the championship game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You beat both of them, made a joke.
With a 30 burger in the back pocket. Stop playing with me, Unc. Come on now.
Hey, Joe.
What's up?
Hey, I asked Uncle a question too, right? You know, Joe, let me chat. Y'all stay with me real quick, chat. I am new to basketball,
Right.
Joe. Watching the game, understanding the game, understanding the plays and the screens and just all that 3-level score, everything,
Yeah.
Joe. I am soccer, football, tennis, boxing. Until I can see and talk about that for hours. So basketball being new to me in general. So being up close, my first game, Joe, in a long time was going to see last year, maybe the year before last, watching the Philly game, sitting courtside and watching Embiid go for 70. I don't know. Was that last
You
year?
was at that game?
Last. Yeah. Because I was with Doug, so I went to that game. And before that, I went to a Heat game maybe once every 3 years. So now I'm into basketball. I ain't got no choice. I got to talk it. I got to watch it. So now I'm really getting into it. So I look at them boys play in the 3-on-3, and I'm like, I came on the show that night with Unc. I'm like, well, goddamn, Unc, how the hell Lance Stevenson ain't playing? How the hell Michael Beasley's not in the league? And so it's because it's new to me and me not understanding age.
Yeah.
That what I'm watching, those dudes are really good, but the people that's playing in the NBA right now are that much better. And
you got and when you're in the league, there's a way in which you behave.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's some
Okay.
So basically,
hey, Joe, the boy was good.
Nah,
Joe.
they can play, Ocho. They can play.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, Lance Stevenson played like a decade. He played like 10, 11 years. Yeah, he good.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
All right.
That nigga Lance was taking people off the dribble. Yeah. Man, Beasley, man. Yeah, you done seen them boys play. This is my first time seeing them up close. It's one thing, TV.
Yeah.
TV don't do no justice.
Right.
TV don't do no justice. How you 6'9" moving like that, man? What we doing?
Nah, them boys got some game, man. You know what? And it wouldn't have been so bad, Ocho, if you wouldn't have been on here hollering about you was finna score 30 points. I think that's where Chat, if I ain't mistaken, I think that's where Chat was like, man, what Ocho talking about? He finna score 30. So we was looking for a flirt.
No, you were looking
for you to come out.
I was hoping for 2 points. I said if he just get on, I just wanted him on the score. I just wanted him in the book. That's all. I was hoping for 2.
But Joe, this what you have to understand when it comes to me, Joe. You know me, and you know what I enjoy. You know what I love. You know what I'm passionate about. And you know what I play consistently away from the game of football. You know, if it was a soccer game, I would have had 100 goals. If it was tennis,
you ain't scoring no. You ain't scoring no goals.
Come on, Joe. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's the one thing I can actually do better than goddamn football. Joe, I don't play basketball.
That's why
I just be. That's
why they be calling you Big Cap on Nightcap.
Oh yeah. When it comes to basketball, that's fine.
Not just basketball.
I don't do that.
Not just basketball. Just Big Cap.
Nah,
this is that. Giants. Ocho jump right into it. The Giants beat the Patriots. Jaxson Dart shined in his rookie preseason. His numbers across all 3 weeks, he was 32 of 47, 372 yards, 4 total touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Ocho, I told you, he's going to be starting sooner than you think. Whoa. He's going to learn one thing, Ocho.
What is that?
Get your ass down. Them guys, you try. Hey, they coming for them guys heavy and they fast.
He's gonna learn fast. He's gonna learn very fast. But you have to understand. You say he's gonna start sooner than later, and
I do believe it.
That's to say if Russell Wilson doesn't play well. But I think Russell Wilson is going to be in great command of that offense. especially with the weapons he has around him. Listen, you put that ball in Uno's hands, everything gonna be fine. Put that ball in one's hands, everything ain't gonna be fine. I don't think there's much pressure on Russell Wilson. And if they're gonna give him the job, I think Russell Wilson makes it through this season and Jaxson Dart starts next year. You don't think so?
That. No. Not the way this rookie played this preseason. And Ocho, you see the way he move in the pocket. You see the throws that he's making.
He's nice. He's nice.
Yeah. And the one thing you and I gonna do, we gonna give credit where it's due now. If you play bad, we gonna say you play bad. But if you play good, we gonna say, hey man, get your popcorn, watch this kid. I mean, his command of the offense, his ability to push the ball down the field, his ability, he's scrambling, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I forgot about my back.
Bam.
Wham. Throws it to the back. I said, you sure, boy, rookie? Rookies don't normally play like that. He plays with a lot of poise. He plays a big time arm. He'll push the ball. I like guys that push the ball down the field. All that short fishing, you ain't gonna catch no big fish around the edge. The big fish are out deep.
Yeah, most of the time, especially for the rookies, to get themselves in rhythm, they'll start short just to get that confidence going, as opposed to taking a deep shot. I remember, I think what was it? Maybe last week. It might have been last week. It was third and short, or maybe they went for it on fourth down, and he threw the goddamn deep ball instead of throwing it short for a touchdown.
Yeah. And guess what, Ocho? Who else knows that you're a rookie, that you're probably not going to push that ball downfield early, and you're going to stay around the shore? D coordinators.
Yeah. You're right.
And they telling their corner, they telling the crowd.
Yeah.
Because they thinking like you thinking.
Yeah.
Coach, first of all, Coach ain't gonna call anything. He don't want to get too exotic. He want to let him warm up. We're gonna let him throw a smoke, let him throw an out, let him throw a slant. Sit. Hey, Etch. They gonna go get that ball. But no, I love what I've seen. I don't want to get, but I think Brian Daboll and that staff is very pleased with the production that Jaxson Dart displayed in the preseason. How can you not? 4 total touchdowns, no picks, basically clean look. Like you said, Ocho, I can teach you that, son. Get your ass down. Get down or get out of bounds. You got two choices. You can get down or you can get your ass out of bounds.
One or the other.
Or we're going to come put your ass on the car and you're going to go in the tent. Because you see what happened? What happened, Ocho? They came and got him, and they took his ass to the tent.
But listen, based on his play this preseason, Bengals. I'm talking about Bengals. I'm thinking about my damn Bengals. Giants fan, Giants organization, his teammates. They have to be very pleased, very optimistic with what they saw from Jaxson Dart. But also, I want to be very cautious now. Very cautious now. You got to understand who he was going against. Now, when the regular season starts, it's a different ball game out there, Unc. It's not going to be sweet. Not going to be goddamn sweet. Hey, it's not going to be
They go get ain't no vanilla. They go give you a lot. Ocho, they go give you a lot of swirls. Hey, you go to Baskin Robbins, it ain't flavors, it's coverages you gonna get. It ain't 31 flavors, it's 31 coverages.
It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game.
It is. It absolutely is. The intensity picks up. The urgency picks up. The coaches, all that. The coaches, they explaining things to you in a nice, calm tone. That is out the window. Hey, and that's what one of the coaches told me my rookie year. We still cut. Just because it's the season, that don't mean you can't get cut. Sometimes guys relax. Ocho, man, made it out of training camp. They'll cut you week 1 all the way through week 17, 18. Even I've seen guys get cut in the postseason.
It could be your day. Damn, in the postseason?
Well, look here. Man, we are look here. They don't play Ocho. Look, Mike. You know what? It might have been it might not have been the postseason. Practice squad guys, something like that. Wasn't but I've seen, but I'm talking about guys late in the season.
Oh man, that's tough.
Mike Shanahan didn't play.
Tough.
It wasn't no loafing. It wasn't no walking. When he said, "Hey," I don't know how y'all did it, Ocho, but when we changed drills, you had to get a move on.
Got a little pepper. Got to have a little pep in your step, huh?
Nobody walks but the mailman. That's why he doesn't make what you make. You run to where you got to go.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some people don't understand that, and that's no disrespect to the mailman. Hey, you guys do an unbelievable job. We appreciate your service. Although you don't kind of like with Amazon and all these other carriers, they damn near put y'all out of business. But this kid, Jaxson Dart, Ocho, I like what I'm seeing. Now, I'm like you. I want to see him against some real competition.
Mm-hmm. Hey, when you gotta make those alignments, those adjustments.
Yes.
Defenses, linemen are stunting. Defense are disguising what they really want to do, and at the snap ball, you might think it's cover one, or you might think it's cover three, and all of a sudden it go to two. Oh man, it's so much that goes.
They go to quarter, they go to seven, they go to six, they go to six kick.
Hey, have you
they go to cover
have you
five.
Out there fried.
Yep, clouding it.
Yeah. So
yeah. Hey, them jokers be out there banjoing it. But I was looking because I be trying to because that was Wade. They be out there doing this right here. That means they banjo, and that means they're gonna double somebody. I'm like, it never really dawned on me that what the sick. I'm just out there like, what the
right.
doing? Or you see them do that, locking it. Hey, so I got a kick out of that when people say, "Hey, man, it don't matter. It don't matter. If you know what to do." The hell you say? You let me know y'all gonna be a cover five. Let me know y'all gonna be in quarters, a single high safety, a six kick. The hell you say? Man, please. But Tommy DeVito, Ocho, DeVito, 17 of 20, $193, 3 tugs. Jaxson Dart came in 6 of 12, 81 yards, a tub. Jameis Winston came in 4-8, mop up, 47, and a tub.
This might be the second team. We talk about a team carrying 4 quarterbacks. This might be another team that might carry 4.
I don't think so, Ocho. Because you know why? Because
who's the odd man out?
Jameis is making $4 million. Russ is making good money. Russ is making how much money, Ash? 10, 15? See, it's not like Cleveland. Because what you call him only making $5 million. Kenny Pickett's making what he's making, and then you got 2 rookies.
Okay. So what you saying? What you saying? Who's the odd man out then?
Oh, so he got 1 year, 10-5, which is probably as much as Flacco and Pickett making together. And then you throw Jameis's $4 million a year, because I think he did 2 years, $9 million, so 4.5. So you're looking at $15 million between 2 quarterbacks.
So so who's out?
I don't think you think they keep Tommy. Well, obviously they're not getting rid of Jaxson Dart. You think they keep Tommy DeVito, or they release him and try to sign him back to the practice squad?
Probably sign him back to the practice squad, but I see them doing the same thing that the Browns are probably going to do. For some reason, I just do. And then we talked about Jameis Winston. You heard personnel or was that the owner that came out and said absolutely not? He's not going nowhere. And I talked about Jameis Winston.
You talking about Mara, John Mara?
Yeah. But great locker room presence, great team guy. Nah, I knew Jameis wasn't going nowhere. Absolutely not.
But 42-10, you don't want to go out on a note like that. But Ocho, you and I, we talked about this early in this week. Unfortunately, a lot of kids' dreams, I say kids, they're old enough to be my kids. Old enough to be, they're young enough. Well, let me take that back. They're young enough to be our kids.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than most of their moms and dads. But with that being said, a lot of these young men's dreams come to an end tonight. Some will get an opportunity to go be on a practice squad somewhere else. Some might get an opportunity to go to Canada, play in the UFL. But for a lot of them, Ocho, the realization that this is over. Something I've been doing since I was 7, 8 years old. Did it at the Pee Wee level, did it at the JV level, high school level, college level. My dreams and aspirations did not come to fruition.
That's tough.
Because this is probably the first time, Ocho, that someone has told these young men, you're not good enough. Think about it. They've always been the best. They were their best on their Pop Warner. They were best on their flag football team, their JV football team, their high school basketball or football team, their college. And then it's a numbers game. You're not good enough. That's the realization of Ocho. That's the realization of it. I mean, I'm not trying to be Chad. I'm not trying to be dramatic because I know what it's like to be on pins and needles. That last game, that last preseason game, and your name is on the board to be released.
Matter of fact,
my name was on the board to be released.
Let me tell you. What about the last preseason game? I'm talking about when we were playing. The last preseason game, I remember I would be walking in, and the person who did the cutting and letting players know as they come in the building was Lippincott. I don't know if he's still with the Bengals or not. And I would always come in early after the preseason game and come in, hit the cold tub, hit the hot tub, get my body back rejuvenated and fresh. And I would see Lippy standing there right at the door, and just thinking to myself, man. So he's collecting the playbook and letting them know to go up and see the coach before the meetings even start. I'm like, man, that's tough, man. And then Hard Knocks made it a reality and allowing people to see people actually, get cut and how the business and how that side of it works. And it's as heartbreaking and sad that it is, it's the reality of the game.
That's reality. We got to show you both sides. You just see the guys making plays, scoring touchdowns, the camaraderie on the field and the meeting rooms and things like that. But there's another side to this. That some young men, their dreams, this dream is not going to come true. And you have to reshift, refocus. A lot of it, you're disciplined. Because you have to be somewhat disciplined to play football because you got study hall, you got when you work out, you got practice, when you got to be there for the plane ride, when you got to be there for the bus ride, how you have to dress. So there's a certain level of structure in a lot of these young men's lives. So structure is not their strong suit because they do everything they can, Ocho the buck against it. But most of these men, they do have structure because you've kind of been in a structured environment for the better part of your life. And so it should be, if you go back and go into the workforce, the actual 9 to 5, you got to be to work at a certain time. You know the task that you're asked to do. You just go get it done. But that's the unfortunate side of playing a professional sport, that everybody dreams of playing. And that's the thing, for every Ochocinco and a Shannon Sharpe or Sterling Sharpe or somebody that came of the less than favorable or impoverished conditions, there are a lot of people that came from those same conditions that didn't get an opportunity to play in the NFL, Ocho. That got the opportunity that you and I got, and that was as far as they got, was training camp.
That's tough, man.
It is.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's also a good thing for fans to be able to see the entire process, not just the finished product on Sundays. Actually see what players have to go through. The sweat, the tears, the being on pins and needles, the pressure of having to go out there in the preseason, knowing that, okay, I have 2 or 3 games where I have to make a name for myself. If not here, maybe somewhere else. If I don't make it here, no, that's tough.
All right, joining us on the show now, we'll welcome in Pro Bowler. Last year, he's a Pro Bowler. He's number 80 on this year's NFL Top 100. You were 50 last year, Rashan. Despite making the Pro Bowl last year, they have you down 30 spots. I want to know what is Rashan Gary going to do to get back into that top 50, get back into that top 30, maybe even get up into the top 20.
Well, y'all going to see in 2 weeks. We got a great home opener.
Talk that talk,
Against the Lions.
Let's go.
Yeah, got a great home opener, against the Lions, NFC, rivalry. So it's a nice way to start the season. I just want my work to show.
So I have a quick question for you. Camp is over now. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have a week to work on some things, Packers versus Packers, before you get into a game plan and scheme for week 1. How was camp for you? How's the body holding up? How do you feel? Are you going into camp healthy?
This is it's crazy. Cause I was just talking to my teammate Kenny about it. I'm like, going into year 7, this is one of the healthiest camps that I have. So, I'm feeling good. From OTAs all the way through now, I've been putting in a great body of work, and now it's just time to put it on display.
Yes, sir.
You guys don't play a game for another 2 weeks. Is Coach LaFleur going to give you guys some time off? Are you back on Monday, or do you get Sunday? You get Monday. You guys are back in there Tuesday. Are you going to get a little time off before you have to hit it and start getting ready for the Lions in 2 weeks?
Yeah, we got a couple practices coming up next week, but we got the weekend off and then back to work on Sunday.
Damn, y'all back to work on Sunday already? Damn, I figured Coach LaFleur would give y'all a couple of days off, y'all. You're like, well, damn, Coach, we had a good camp. The Packers, your defense. I mean, you mentioned Kenny Clark. I'm assuming you're talking about Kenny Clark. Now you lost your cornerback, your All-Pro cornerback. You released him, and he ends up going to Baltimore. How do you guys? Because you guys have shown spots where you guys are dominant. I'm talking about dominant. You attack the quarterback, you stop the run, you turn the team over, you give your offense short fields. How do you stay consistent in doing that, Rashan?
Yeah, just holding our standard. Everybody got to do their 111. And throughout OTAs, especially, being year 2 and, coach half system, it's been crazy watching everybody fly to the ball, attack the ball, and actually being on one accord. Talking about first all the way to 4th down, get back on track downs. We all on the same page, all speaking the same language. And, it's been good seeing it.
For you guys, especially the Packers, opening up with a game like this against the Lions is a good test for you guys defensively, obviously, whether it be on the ground, whether it be in the air, because you understand the dynamic and how special the Lions offense is. Even with Ben Johnson leaving, they still have all those weapons, Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery, the receivers on the outside, tight end. Your thought process going into it early so far, what is it that you think you guys need to do to win that game come week 1 from a defensive standpoint? I already know what you guys can do on offense. Defensively, can you be able to hold them? I'm not sure where the Lions finish when it comes to scoring, but they can put up points.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like I was saying, we've been doing a great job through OTAs and camp of being on the same page, speaking the same language, understanding what teams want to do to us, especially our offense. In these last couple of joint practices, really being on the same page of how these offensive teams want to attack us, understanding our weak points. And I'm saying when on 11 know that, we understand how to protect it. So just basically being on the same page. And when it comes to, that game right at 3 o'clock, we got to be locked in, focused, and on one accord how we've been and just having fun.
Okay, one more question, Unc.
Go ahead.
I know your team goals. You got team goals, obviously, from a defensive perspective. Team goals, offensive and defensively. Obviously, the main goal, you want to be in San Francisco at the end of the season, first week of February. But personal goals, your personal goals yourself that you would want to achieve. Can you share those with us? Whatever it may be.
Yeah, I could just show you my, shed a little into my mindset, man. Just trying to be dominant, man. I've been training hard this offseason, really just trying to take over. Like I said, 1 through 4th downs, man. That's what I'm playing for, and really just trying to show everybody, how dominant I can be.
Rashan, you're the vet now. There's no more Aaron Rodgers. There is no more Jair Alexander. You're one of the old guards now. So now, how has your leadership style changed? Because guess what? You're one of the senior voices now.
Yeah, it's been great, man. It's something that, you always pray for and ask for. And, it's crazy, we got rookies coming in talking about, I used to watch you before my high school games. I'm like, man, I'm yeah. So, it's kind of weird, but I've been having fun, and Green Bay been doing a great job, especially from when I came in with the guys they had ahead of me, being able to keep it real with me. Especially a big guy to me was Mercedes Lewis. So talking to him how to take care of my body, things like that. So when young guys come up to me, asking me how to film study, what to look for, things like that, I'm able just to keep it real because I had a good OG. But man, it's just been fun, man. I'm really a lead by example, and if I need to speak, I get there. But then also I started to learn that you can't talk to everybody the same way. You got to understand, everybody background.
You dealing with.
And, yeah, everybody background, why everybody's in it. And I feel like, this offseason, especially through OTAs, camp, I've been able to understand people why. So when they do get time, 2-minute drill, deep fourth quarter, when we got to lock in, I could hit those points.
Hey, what's it like there in Green Bay? Is there anything to do? Is it fun?
It's
play
chill,
football.
calm. Play football, man, and focus, man. But man, it's chill, calm. Green Bay, it's slept on, but it's a great community and it's well loved.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you got Milwaukee, you got Chicago. That's 90 minutes away. You got Milwaukee, that's 90 minutes away. So, but it's easy to play. My brother played there for 7 years, Rashan, and going to visit him. You can see why they had success in the 60s. Ain't nothing else to do. There was less to do then than there is now, but you can understand why the Packers have success. There's not a whole lot to get into. There's not a whole lot of trouble. Appleton is down the way, but that's a college town, like I mentioned. Milwaukee, but hell, Milwaukee closed down at 10:30. You ain't really trying to drive way to Chicago. You ain't really trying to drive way to Chicago to have a good time. Hey, when you're there for those months, when you come back for training camp and you're there, hey, bro, let's make the best of this situation. We can get tunnel vision. We can lock in. Let's try to go compete and win a Super Bowl.
And that's the mindset, and that's how it's always been being a Green Bay Packer.
Let me ask you this. Is there a play that you replay? Is there a almost sack? Is there almost a ball that was on the ground that, damn, if I could have just got this one, it would have helped? Is there a play that you replay in your mind since you've been in Green Bay that you're like, man, if I'd have made that play, that'd have been a difference in the game?
To be honest with you, not off the top of my head, but I played too hard to give it up, man. Like I said, I'm going on year 7, and like a lot of guys I talk to, you can't take it for granted. And right now I'm in some crucial years where I feel like, I could take off and start extending in the right way.
Hey, it's flying by, huh? Do you realize you're in year 7 already? It went by fast, didn't it?
Yeah, it's going by fast. It's going by fast. Like I said, I'm trying to stay in the moment and, enjoy the ride.
Oh, yeah.
It is, because you look up and you're going to be in year 10. And because, you're like, man, let me get 5. And you say, well, let me get to 10. And then once you get to 10, you're like, let me take a year at a time. But before you know it, I mean, I woke up one morning, I'm like, damn, I'm in year 10. And next day, hey, calling Mike said, hey, that's it for me, bro. I'm done. It goes fast. And that's why I tell guys, man, enjoy it. Make sure you're training, you're eating, your prep, everything, because you don't want to have not one iota of regret, because regret, when you leave this game, you can't go back. And so to have that moment of regret for the rest of your life, it'll eat at you. So when you done, Rashan, when you say, hey, Green Bay, hey, LaFleur or Gutekunst or whomever you got to call to say, I'm done, hopefully you finish your career in Green Bay, you're like, hey, you look back, it's like, man, I gave it everything I had. The way I trained, the way I slept, the way I practiced, the way I met, everything. I walk away with my head held high, knowing I couldn't have got anything else out of the talent that God blessed me with.
It's a good one right here too, boy. It's a good one. So I think about, obviously during my playing days, there's some of the players that I looked up to at the same position. Obviously, while we're still playing, I would watch their film and study some of the things that they did, and steal some of their moves, no matter what it be, just to be able to add to my game to improve year to year. Who are some players that play the exact same position you do that you look up to and watch their film to see what they do, where you can add to your toolbox as well?
Yeah, with me, it's funny, but I like going throwback. So,
Really?
I like throwing on Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers. I love Tom Ali when he was in the Kansas City Chiefs doing his thing. Yeah, Justin Houston. Those are guys that I feel like I rush similar towards. And then nowadays, you throw on, Myles Garrett. You get been in the edge off of, TJ Watt. But I ain't gonna lie.
The power guy.
Yeah, speed of power, But this year I've been doing a lot of watching myself, man.
I like
Yeah.
it. That's dope.
Let me ask you this, because Ocho and I was talking and how we approach the game of football, how we approach as a wide receiver. When you go into a game, obviously you're trying to get to the quarterback, but everything leads to something else. I'm showing him one thing, but that's not really what I want to do. I'm giving him this, but I really want to do that. But I'm saving it for a rainy day because I know it's going to come a third down in this fourth quarter. And I know I've been running up the field the whole game. And I know, I know I've been stabbing you the whole game. Hey, I've been posting and wiping you away the whole game. And I know you finna sit on that because that's what I've given you. I've given you no reason to prepare for anything else. Is that how you approach the rush game? Is that, look, I'm doing what I can, but I know I got to have this in my back pocket when I absolutely got to get this quarterback on the ground?
Yeah, shoot. Thinking about pass rushes and every pass rusher I talk to, man, all the great ones, you really got about 4 moves in the toolbox. And at the end of the day, it's really about reacting to what the offensive lineman wants you to do. But once you get off the ball a certain way and you got them thinking, oh, he about to stab him. Yeah, I stab you the first 4 or 5, maybe 6 rushes. But, that third, crucial down, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, we got to get off the field. I'm going to have to sit you down, hit the edge. But, yeah, it's a game. It's a game within the lines, and y'all both know that.
It's a beautiful thing to watch the guys because, I'm a lot older than you. I'm probably the age of your dad. But the pass rushers, to watch DT, how he got off the edge and bent the edge, he reminds me of Von Miller. And then I see Reggie White, how he just had pure power. He just getting on the edge and he gonna hump you. You already know what's coming. You can sit down as much as you want to. You 330 and try to sit on it. You gonna get humped. He gonna throw a 330-pound man like he's a sack of potatoes. And then you get a guy like a Bruce Smith that's 265, 270, all like a Myles Garrett playing on a 5 technique, and you're like, bro, how this man bend the edge like that? How can he lean? He's this high off the ground, Rashan. I'm like, how? How does he do that? Mm-hmm. I'm watching you. You got a lot of power. I see the way you're built from waist down, and the way you can post a guy, wax on, wax him off. You can also bend the edge. As you mentioned, you can convert speed to power because you can. It's all about getting off the ball. Once I get off the ball, you at my mercy, bro. As long as I'm not lazy off the ball, barbecue.
Hey, it's gonna be a good night. You're absolutely right.
So let me ask you a question. A lot of guys will listen to the TV version. They'll get the TV version, and they'll try to pick up the quarterback's cadence. Blue 17, blue 17. Ready, set. Do you do things like that, trying to pick up the audio copy, try to pick up the field copy?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in the quarterback. I'm into the quarterback cadence. I'm heavy on the offensive line talk. The offensive line gonna tell you everything. They're gonna let you know if it's a run, how loud they communicate.
How you sitting.
How they sitting, eyes, body language. Yeah, I'm into it all. But especially once I hear the offensive linemen, talking, they kind of be able to, from my reads and everything, I'm kind of able to pick it up and play faster.
Especially when you're at home, because it's hard for them to hear. So they've got to communicate. And as much as he's trying to look at you, he got to look. But now they kind of hold hands a little bit, but he still got to kind of look inside. And all you need is a half a step. That's all you need. It ain't no. Look, these guys are good. You ain't just finna just beat these guys, but that half a step that you get on that edge, and once you get them shoulders, once he turns.
Telling you.
Bro, you're not finna ride me up the field. I'm finna get skinny and I'm finna get narrow because I'm finna get the quarterback on the ground.
Yes, sir.
So, before the 2019 draft, you funded your own sports agency, the Rashan Gary Sports. What inspired you to do something like this?
Going to Michigan, being able to sit in, our Ross Business School. I had a couple of classes. I was blessed and fortunate to have a couple of classes in there. And just, actually talk about, business models, marketing. I actually got to, talk about life after football. And it's something that, I really never thought about. And I'm like, we could be real. Football is the biggest thing. This is not going to stop. It's only going to get bigger and bigger and keep growing and growing. So I'm like, when I get old and then when I do hang my cleats up, how can I, stay around, the game, give the game to young guys, especially in positions where, I wish I would have had growing up. And then also to leave a legacy, for my kids, and hopefully they kids. So really just trying to build it, become a powerhouse.
I like that. That's dope. That's dope. Especially the market.
Rashan, you do realize that division you in. You got the Packers. They won 14 games last year. You got the Lions. They won 15 games last year. You got the Bears, and many believe they're much improved with the addition of Ben Johnson as their head coach. They've added pieces on the offensive line to protect Caleb Williams. Defense seemed to be flying around under new DC, Dennis Allen, and yourself, the Packers. You guys made the playoff. Jordan Love had the surgery on his left hand, but everybody say he's good to go. What do the Packers need to do to win this division, get a home game, and say, hey, let whatever happens happen after that?
We got to go out there and we just got to play Packers ball. Like I said, we've been grinding from OTAs through camp. I'm talking about even finishing the preseason on a high note. We just got to keep everything flowing. Like I said, especially on defense, we've been speaking the same language. I've been seeing the offense, do their thing, connecting. Even special teams, the guys is flying down. Understand that's a very crucial part and important part of the game. So all we got to do is be consistent and have the mindset to go 1-0 every week.
Yeah, let me ask you this. At practice, do you, if you see something from like your offensive line, like, bro, that's a tail. I can tell when you run the ball. I tell when you're passing the ball. I can tell how you trying to set me up. Do you guys communicate like that? Do they tell you, hey, Rashan, bro, hey, you gave this move away. Do you guys communicate like that with one another?
Oh, yeah, that's iron sharpens iron, especially when I'm trying to work on something. I'm big on that. I'm talking about both my tackles come to me, like, what bother you? So, of course, I'm going to tell them everything I don't like to do so I can work on it in practice, and vice versa. Me working on certain moves, okay, you telegraph that. Man, if you would have sold it up an extra step, you feel me? Or, oh, you got me on that move. I'm like, all right, keep working things like that. But, yeah, it's iron sharpens iron in practice, and me withholding information for season, that's not going to better the team. So I'd rather make it hard on me now. So for the guys that do give it away in season, I can play a little bit faster.
Oh, man, that's great. Man, thank you, Rashan, for joining us, man. Stay healthy. Best of luck. Hey, this year you was, what? Hold on, let me find out where you were. You was number 80. Man, you dropped 50, you down 30 spots. So when we come back and have this conversation next year, you got to be in the top 30. You got to be 30 above. Well, 30 or below.
It's going to be great talking to you then.
Thank you, bro. Best of luck. Stay healthy. Good luck to the Packers this season, and we're going to talk to you down the road.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you. It's an honor.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
All right.
Rashan Gary, ladies and gentlemen.